how to use encoders. How do you do that? Farming Simulator 25. Farming Simulator 25. What's up, Tony? No altered content. What's up, Shad Lad? How you doing? Do. Do 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 do. All right, I think we're good there. I think we're all good there. All good. Guten Tag. Okay. I'm doing good, Chad. Thanks for asking. What's up, Overtime Gaming? How are you? Killing time at work? Nice. Nice. All right, I think that's everything. I might want to join the Discord. Stream here. Bring this up, then we'll bring that up. There we go. That looks better. Actually, I need to make sure this is live chat. Just a bit. There we go. Much better. I've been letting Higher help do his thing here. I don't know if he knows what he's doing, but he's doing. Or she's doing. One or two. I'm doing good this evening. That's good to hear. This guy. That's moi. It's me. That's the fee o double Nix. Wait, no. That's not double O. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. That's me. I'm letting him do his thing, man. Just letting him do his thing. Oh, man. The game audio seems kind of quiet. There we go. Just a little bit louder. I don't think I have a rock picker. I've just been letting Tony do all that. But we need to get some fields plowed because all this needs to be plowed. All of this. Look at that. Jeez Louise. It's all red. So we got plowed all. I've already limed these fields. So all the fields that have already been plowed, they've already been limed. And then I think this is the only one that needs to be finished. Yeah. I think this is PJ's. No, it's for sure PJ's. He's the only one that used a Kodiak with a freaking full Wilson trailer. That guy. I really hope he goes back around. I mean, I guess it's terrible if I have to go back around and do it myself, but yeesh. I'll be at work till 12. I'll be here. Well, nice. What do you do for work? We got... What's our, some solids going there. Got a lot of solids going here. Die. Okay, never mind. 73,000. And then I need to get... What's it? Hay? I need... for total mixed rations. Yeah. Did we have hay? We do have hay going. Nice. Watch robots do work. I mean, it's not terrible unless you're watching animatronics that, you know, might kill you. I guess you can't complain, right? Watch robots do work. Well, what's your coworkers like? Oh, they're a bunch of know-it-all assholes. They don't even talk to me. Oh, he's making lime. Just need stones. $70 an hour in an office, 12 hours a night. Be dumb not to take that job. Do I just finish this? Oh, I guess I can finish this for him. Again, unless they're animatronics that want to kill you, and sing a song about it. Oak Ridge, Tennessee. And from Tennessee? I'm jelly. Spamming caps. Nightbot didn't like that. That's the first time I've seen Nightbot in like a year. It takes a lot to piss Nightbot off these days. Used to be selling diesel performance mod and change name. Yeah, I kind of figured because I was going through when I was doing my Phoenix moment. I was like, that's a new name, but he's been subscribed for a while, and I was like, all right, let me go back through my list, and I narrowed it down. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Southern Diesel Performance, but I wasn't 100% certain. Why'd he go single wheel? It just looks weird. Been a member for 6 months. God, time for dude, you ain't kidding. Now, there's a guy who's been a member for, I think he's on his 14th month straight. Zenith Harris. And there's other people that have been like have been on and off members for over 2 years. It's just like, Jesus Christ. It seems like just last year they introduced the whole member feature. It's like there's been people that have been member for over 2 years. Jeez. Getting old. Time is flying. What was that I watched? It said after you, like, once you get into your your 30s and everything, 5 years or like a year just flies by. For the 3-year thing, there's something you get for 3 years. I just want to get to 100,000 subscribers so I can get my plaque and hang up my mouse and keyboard. That's all I want. Just a plaque. I got it from my buddy's channel. I've been subbed to him for over 3 years. So you get something from YouTube if you've been subscribed for that long? That's crazy. Well, I mean, YouTube takes 50% of your membership money, so I guess paying them a subscription for a year and a half, or well, you get the a year and a half worth of your subscription money goes to them. So at 3 years, so I guess that's why they're like, hey, congratulations. Meanwhile, what, you've been making YouTube videos? We've been making money off of you for 10 years? Psh, you ain't getting shit. What do you think about the mod that's going around? People are bitching about mods people edit that are public, try to sue them and stuff. I haven't heard any of it. I keep out of that drama. I really do. It got so tiring. It's my mod. Now if a modder, like if I cover a mod and a modder like reaches out to me, he's like, hey, that's my mod. It's not finished. That was early access exclusive for like Patreons or whatever. Do you mind linking it back to my Patreon? I don't mind doing that. But like I had one guy, the guy, I think it was like Lone Oak or something. I can't remember the mod. It was in 19 or 22. It got converted over and he didn't like it and he threatened to sue me and all that and take down my channel. Like he's like, I'm going to take down your channel. And essentially what he did is he filed a copyright with YouTube, and YouTube was just like, hey, we're going to take it down. You're not going to get any backlash whatsoever, but we're going to have to take that down. It's like, all right, whatever. What's up, Austin? How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I keep coming to my Facebook and I'm sick of it. I don't pay attention to it. this game is meant for fun. This game is meant for people to modify and play it how they want to play it, and to get bent out of shape over mods is crazy to me. And if you notice, a lot of the people who are getting mad that people are like putting their mods out are people who charge money for them. People who are trying to get some sort of notoriety off of it, I guess. Like, it's just like, it's meant for fun, guys. It really is. You're trying to make a business out of it, and you get pissed when people post your mods. If you don't want your mods to be shared, don't share them at all. It's in the Giants' terms of service. Like, once you put it out there, it's out there. I don't... Cunningham Mon tried to sue me after I fixed the GPS on his tractor and gave it out for free. I don't even know who that is. Probably some kid, right? Smoke detector going off? Alright, I guess neighbor's smoke detector is going off. The John Deere 80,000 tractor. He is 4 years old. I don't know. Wait, this guy? Is it this tractor? I got it here somewhere. This one? Huh. Didn't he just convert it from a different game? I'm so lost. Or didn't he just convert it from a previous version of Farm Sim? I didn't even know that's who that was. And that's my biggest problem with that also. Like, the people that get bent out of shape that you're leaking their paid mods, when a lot of them, like, the one guy I know for sure, I know the exact site he got all of his 3D models off of. So essentially, he just took a 3D model and gamed it. It's just like, you didn't really do any work there, bud. Well, okay, you did. You in-gamed it. It does take a little bit to in-game, especially with the newer game. There's a little bit of extra steps and all that. But you didn't do, like, it's not your model. You downloaded it from something else and put it in game. Converted it and stole it from Scott. Okay, so I'm not crazy. He did totally just convert it from a different game, or a different earlier game. It's just, oh my Lord Jesus. That's what I said. I don't keep up with it anymore on what's leaked, what's not leaked. I don't read the mod hub drama and all that. I choose to ignore it because it's a game designed for fun, and these people who charge for mods and then bitch and complain all the time about it just sucks the fun out of it. Charge $40 on Patreon to get a trash tractor. I don't understand why Giants hasn't done anything about the whole Patreon stuff. I think itch.io is like the best, because you can put your mods up there for free, and then it has, like, if people really like your work, they can leave you a tip. I know not like 99% of the people who do it are not going to leave a tip, but there's a chance you could make some money off of it. Instead of putting it behind a paywall and charging people astronomical amount of money for it, it boggles my mind. There's people that pay for it. That's the crazy part. Just like that one guy that does the fire trucks. He did the fire trucks for 22 and he's doing them for 25. 90% of those mods are converted from 17, the work that Jesse and his friends did. And he's charging money for it. He found out where I live and tried to blackmail me and my family and kids. See? Why take it that far? It's a freaking game. It's a freaking game. GMYK is the dude you're talking about. Yeah. He 100% like straight up converted Jesse and them guys' work and put it on Patreon for people to freaking have to pay for. It's like, and they don't even look as good. Like, you can't even customize, like, you can't even make your own truck. They don't even look anywhere near as good. I don't know. Keeping the modding, the farm sim community going, but, or the fire truck stuff going, but, yeah, I don't know. Bit redonkulous. But you can't leak a mod that you've sent out. If it stays in your mod folder, like, that's the only way you're guaranteed that nobody else is gonna have that mod. The second you send it to one other person is the moment you put it out there that anyone can use it, because as soon as it goes into somebody else's, it's up to that person if he wants to send it to somebody else or not. That's where I stand on it. If you don't want your mods shared around, don't send them to anybody. That's been my position for years. He stole my tractor that I put it on itch and made people pay $40 for the fix I did. I asked him to test it for me and he leaked it. Oh, man. '17 is where all the drama started. Yeah, isn't that when Patreon became a thing? It was Patreon and what was that guy's name? What was that guy's name? I can't think of it for the life of me. He ran the one website, and then they were like, we're gonna hack your account and get all your mods and all this other stuff. And that's when I was like, wait, what is going on? And then all these other people started like going just absolutely nuts with charging for mods and all this other shit. And I kept up with it throughout 19, but once 22 came out, I was like, I don't give a anymore. Who does what? Who complains? I don't care. And that's why a lot, like, I used to be kind of in the loop with modders. Like, there was a few of them that I would talk to regularly and all that. And then once all that crap came out, it showed a lot of people's true colors, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I'll keep to myself on this one. King Merc. I was good friends with King Merc. I don't think he was hacked. I know. Well, the story I got is he's locked up apparently from his wife. I don't know. I emailed him a few years ago, and I got a reply. It's from apparently his wife and him being locked up or something like that. King Merc is the guy who taught me how to mod. So everything I know is from King Merc. I didn't hear about him getting hacked though. I just know me and him were in like, we talked to each other pretty much daily, and then just one day it stopped. And I never heard from him again. Excuse me. He helped me mod too. Well, nice. Nice. Why is his cruise control set so low? What has this guy done? Is that the story you got from him too? That got locked up? What's up, Steve? How are you, man? I was wondering at stuff. That's about it. I can take a 3D model and put it in game for 17. I think I even did it once in 19. I have not chosen to do anything for 22 and 25. I can edit them. Like that's what I edit the T800 a little bit to fit my liking, but I have no desire because especially in 19 is where it got really bad. Well, that's when I was still keeping up with it. I don't keep up with it since 19, but 19 it got really bad. And I was like, I just don't want to be a part of this community anymore. Hello, Karen. How are you? So I still mod 17 fire trucks in Jesse's group. That's about it. That's the gist of what I do. And I mean I can take a 3D model, and put it in game. Why did it sound like a tree was falling? Doing alright. I put together a track calendar given the meets my athletic director gave me. Holy, that guy is going to kill me. What? Good evening, Brandon. How are you? Been watching you since I was 14. Jeez, way to make me feel old. So wait, was the guy that said he was going to hack King Merc, was that the guy that was like, oh, I'm going to hack you, you can take all your mods, yada yada yada, and then turned around and was like, who would ever say that? Who's childish enough to hack somebody for mods? It's like, I don't know, but I got the messages. I've seen them with my own two eyes. You're bragging about it on Facebook. I mean, I don't know. 5 meets, middle school, and varsity in 7 days. My wife is Jesus Christ, dude. You just gotta run them to death? I need you to channel your inner Forrest Gump and just start running. I was a running. That's good to hear, Brandon. Yes, that's how his BS drama started. Yeah, I remember that. I've tried to ignore as much of it as possible. Well, I remember I used to change the sounds around for 19 for certain mods. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've only fooled around a little bit with stuff. Like the T800, I changed the bumper on the front end, or I removed the flaps off the bumper, and then I changed the back end a little bit, and then modified the fenders from another truck just to kind of make it fit what I want it. That's the gist of it. My knowledge for 15. Because I was modding earlier today, or earlier this week, I was working on that the barn dominium or whatever. I was trying to like swap out the furniture, and I can place it in single player. I put it in the server to swap out my house with, and I couldn't even place it. So I was just like, screw it. He can freaking Google some mods and have plenty. Yeah, exactly. Just don't share stuff and it won't get posted. Simple problem solved. Use common sense. Exactly. Like I said, that's where I've stood for years, and that's why I've pissed off a lot of modders, because that's my honest opinion. If you don't want it shared, the best way to make sure it doesn't get quote leaked unquote is don't share it, because the second you send it to somebody else, you run that risk that they're just gonna be like, hey, you know what, send it out. Make sure it's not zip multiplier. It's very touchy about editing mods and doing it perfectly. Yeah, well, no, I know that you can't load it, can't load into a server with an unzipped mod. Like I said, I can do it in single player. It places just fine, but when I try to place it, it just says placing and doesn't actually place. So I don't know what I did, but I just swapped out the furniture because I love the is it barn? I think it's just barn don't. I don't think it's barn dominium. I don't know what it's called, but I love that mod. I just hate that they use that low poly furniture, where it's like everything square. So I was taking furniture out of the squiggle houses that we use and put it in there. And it did not like it. Did not like it at all. Barndo, yeah, how do you pronounce it? That guy, yeah. I like the house. I hate that the furniture is all squared. Like it's extremely low poly. And I get why. It's because he does console modding, so it's got to be low poly. But it just sucks because it's such a good looking building. It just, the furniture really ruins it. Oh, the PJs has joined. Everybody, be on your best behavior. Oh yeah. All right. I need to learn to let go of my mouse when because I like to shake my legs. So when I'm doing it, I notice that my mouse moves too. I completely redid it for myself, and it's nice flags in the shop, a nice house, yeah. I said I redid it. I had it looking nice. Like I put, I did I modified the extended one. That is, I don't think it's like early access on Patreon, but it's free. So I downloaded it through there, and like I said, swapped out all the furniture, modified like the TV textures. Like I had Rescue Me on one, I think football on another one. And then I took basically the add-on and just made it like a, I don't know, like it was like I had pool table, foosball table. I took all the freaking whiskey bottles that had his name on. I took all those off and put actual like liquor bottles, like Jack Daniels and Jose Cuervo and all that. Put that on there. Swapped out all the couches, the beds. And like I said, single player plays just fine. I put it in multiplayer, and it loads up just fine. But every time I go to place it, it just says placing. It doesn't actually place. So I don't know what I did. All right. Yep. Go over to that corner there and swipe it real quick. Because I like Squiggle's house, the one I'm using now. But it's kind of a maze on the inside to find the master bedroom. That's my only complaint. I have to work on the robot. It's stuck in a loop. I just can't type for 20 minutes. Nice. Good luck on fixing the robot. Alright, that one's done. Let's go up to 5. Or over to 5. Do a swipe through here. What's up, Jesse? How are you? All right. I reverted back to play FS17 yesterday. Oh my god. Who still plays Farm Sim 17?
Evening.
Oh, good evening. We had the day off because of snow. I don't know why, but the kid and I went back in time and played pretty much for 6 hours straight. You still play Farm Sim 17? Who does that? Sorry. Every time I post a video of Farm Sim 17, that's all I hear in comments, so. I'm pretty good, Jesse. Thanks for asking. I'm slowly getting this field done. Yeah, I noticed. Just chugging along. Who the hell plays Farm Sim, period? Me. Clearly. Duh. Dumbass. I know, right? Every single time I post video. Why are you and there's still people that mod Farm Sim 15.
He used to play.
What?
He said he used to play.
Yeah. Oh, it's keyword used to. Don't
Yeah.
anymore because it's a shitty game.
Yeah, as soon as they came out with 25, it sucked. Total waste of money.
I'll buy Madden every single year, even though it's the same game year after year.
That's fair.
I think this is
Gotta update
yours.
those rosters. Mine had the Australian flag, I thought.
I don't know. This
No,
is
that's
over
the
there.
last map.
This one's over there with your.
It's
Cody.
leased anyways, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Well, here you go.
Let me see. Yeah. It's leased. So if we're done harvesting, I will just send it back.
I like the weather
assume I
and music
looked
better
at
in
that.
17. I seriously should chuck that game to the backyard and be done with it.
Oh yeah, we're done harvesting.
Yeah. Finished it up. Now we're plowing. You like what I did with the place?
I haven't explored it yet. I was confused.
On.
So just so many things. I feel like, even though it was last week, I feel like I haven't been here for. Oh.
What is that?
All right. Yeah, this makes sense. It's level. How'd you get the where the tree was, the hole? It
A
was
lot
like,
of time and
what, maybe
patience.
like right here.
Yeah, a lot of time and patience.
Oh my god. It must have cost you like millions.
I think I cheated in 500,000, and
Okay.
70,000 is what we have left of it. So that's with me fooling around with some stuff too. So
Yeah, this is what I was going for. I appreciate the trailer.
you didn't even see what was on
That-
TV. I didn't even do that. That's how it came.
Wow, perfect. Well, the nice thing is I actually rent out the house that's attached to the garage. That's my Airbnb.
Okay.
Yeah. I live in the trailer.
I don't know why anyone would pay for that, but all right.
Look at this scenic view. Yeah, it's November. Autumn.
Yeah, but look who runs the joint where they live. Oh my god, yeah.
It's none of their business. What do they care?
I'd rather play Paper Football Simulator than Farm Sim. That's because you soft.
Yeah, for sure.
I couldn't do away with this, though. I don't know what this is. I tried painting over it. I tried deleting it. I don't know where the
it's
tracks
the
come
road.
in. Yeah, but you can't do anything with it. It's weird.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Okay, well, I just tried to blend it in with the gravel
The
I
next
used.
step that would be super beneficial if there was a way to connect this road into town somehow, so I don't have to go like all the way around the freaking map.
I mean, I kind of see a way. It's not gonna be
you'd have to, like,
straight.
yeah, like you could navigate between like 16 and 17,
Yeah, go through there and then
and
just
then
run it along the
27.
yeah to connect to that other area.
The problem is it's like a super steep embankment.
Yeah, I know. I trust me. I put my place there in 40. It's just like a
Yeah.
giant, but I've smoothed it out enough so it's not redonkulous, but eh.
I mean, it could be done, but
We just gotta buy those fields. That's the main problem.
maybe someday. It's my own fault for coming up here.
A little bit. A little
Yeah.
bit. I mean, you could have like bought 20 and just leveled that and put a place, and you're right down the road from downtown.
Yeah, that would have made sense. Here, I just like took over existing structures. Commandeered them. Like, these are mine now.
I need to break out the Nintendo 64 and play some Attitude. I missed Stone Cold versus Mankind. Oh, man. I can't wait to see what WWE 2K26 is like. It's supposed to have over 400 wrestlers. It's going to include AAA wrestlers and possibly TNA wrestlers. It's going to be dope. Wait, why is that showing up? Why is my truck and grain boxes showing up? That doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, Steve, did you see that I posted? I found the Creed brothers in Walmart the other night. It was so hard. It was so hard not to get them, but they had the Stone Cold from that wave there, and it's one of the best figures of 2025, and I couldn't pass up Stone Cold. My Stone Cold collection is probably my biggest collection. Stone Cold, Kane, Becky Lynch are my 3 biggest collections. I wanted to pick them up so bad, but I didn't. They're my top 15. I have a Google Doc with my wish list for my wife, so if she ever needs to find stuff to buy me for birthdays or Christmases, she knows where to look. But I was like, Stone Cold trumps the Creed brothers, though. By the way, you're dick.
What did I do this time?
You started something.
Oh, what did I start?
My wife, when we went in Target, my wife had to try some stuff on, so I was left to wander around, and so I've collected all of Ghost vinyls prior to this, and as I was walking through, I saw they had mini vinyls, which are
the minis.
Yeah,
they're like 2 songs.
Yeah, well, the
Like,
Ghost
like
one,
symbol.
the artwork was really cool, and I was like, I can't pass that up. Nah, I was like, all right, I'll get this. I've gotten all their other albums, so. And then I turned around and Fallout Boy from Under the Cork Tree on vinyl, and I was like, well, I gotta get that.
Picked the full album.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
So I was like, I gotta get that, and I was like, did we just do this? So me and my wife were like, now we're looking
at the vinyls.
Yep. I keep every time I go. I went with my dad's twice this week, and each time I was like, if she's looking to get, because she's got a bunch of Elvis and Beatles and like from like her parents, my stepmother.
Oh, if you ever want to part ways, man, like I will gladly take anything and everything from that collection.
That's why I was like, whatever she like, if she wants to get rid of it, just tell her, let me know. I'll pay her whatever she wants for them.
Yep. Yeah. If there's anything that doesn't appeal to you, I'll pay you whatever you want for
As
it.
I told her, I was like, I'm the Elvis guy. I want to go. I want to look through the Elvis stuff. But she's like, she's got Elvis, Beatles. It's from stuff. She's like, not even my own collection. She's like, I got my parents' entire record collection.
I know.
It's like,
my
good
parents
Lord.
had all of that original stuff. Like they had the original pressings of the White Album, and like they thought nothing of it because it's just what they got when they were growing up. And they just had the one yard sale, and all the records were gone instantly. And now I understand why. Because, like, for me to get an original of an album, which like I don't really care if it's like the first generation, except if it was for like an iconic album, that would be like a collector thing. But like you have like second pressings where if the album came out in like 1968 and then it got really popular in 1970, they did a second pressing of it. I'm fine with the second pressing of it, but I want it to be like an original, you know?
Yeah. I'm sure hers are, because like I said, she said,
Yeah.
it's all for her parents' collection too. So I'm like, I'm chomping at the bit. I was like, I want to see.
When we were at Walmart, what was it, the Christmas night or something like that? We were just looking for. We only had like the one album. We were looking for other stuff. I think I told you they had like the Creed's greatest hits on vinyl. I was like, oh,
You're coming with me.
I didn't get it, but the fact that it exists and I know that it's there, and it's probably not going anywhere. Reassuring.
That's what I told her. I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh well, let's see how much that costs. And when my wife called up with me, I was like, I kind of gotta have this. Like it was one of my favorite albums from high school. Like I kind of that's one that definitely has to be gotten.
It's a staple. It's a staple.
Yeah. And it's like I don't know. I got it behind me.
It's one of those ones that, like, if you were into that genre of music at all, that's probably one of like the best that you can get.
It's a limited edition, only at Target, golden black ice vinyl.
Oh, okay. We've had an issue with one of the Target exclusives, and I was reading into it, and they're hit or miss. We got the miss on one of them.
Oh, what are the misses? Taylor Swift.
She hasn't gotten any. I mean, we've been dealing with like the cat stuff, and then she's been sick, and I'm getting sick now. I did get her. I got her one Taylor Swift album the other day. Got her one.
Boo.
But I don't know. Well, I told her, I was like, I'll get you all of the Taylor Swift albums that you want. I just won't buy any of the Taylor's version.
So you go. So all the Taylor versions, you're going back and buying the original versions now.
Yeah, so I got a red. Yeah, I got a red. And the Taylor's version has like the 10-minute version of All Too Well. And which is, she likes that version. And I did not get that version for her.
No, you're terrible.
Yeah, and I was like, I told you, I just won't. I don't support that nonsense. I was trying to get, and they don't make it, her her first album before she changed the lyrics for one of the songs.
Yeah.
And they don't even have the first. They don't even have the first album on vinyl at all.
That makes sense. That came out in what? The early 2000s?
Yeah, like 2007 or 2007 maybe.
Yeah, so that vinyl was not even thought of back then.
I know. But it's just kind of like I just wanted to hear the old version on vinyl. I have the CD with the old version, and I'll forever hold on to that.
Now she's got her music back. She'll probably do it.
Well, it's funny because I got the Red album, and it was obviously not Taylor's version, but it was actually ended up being like an older press from like 2017. So it still had like Big Machine Records and all that stuff. So like the money from that purchase went to Big Machine Records.
Jeez. Support an asshole,
like,
man.
Nice. Well, listen, Taylor Swift has enough money, okay?
Not anymore. She blew it all buying her old shit back.
Oh, she's a billionaire still. Her originals are worth more than what she paid for them. But it's been fun. I've been like looking into old albums that like I listened to as a kid, or just more so like music from an older time that I think would be good for like just throwing on a record, and it's like relaxing music. The stuff I've been buying is like way too aggressive for just like having it playing in the living room. Like I got Greta Van Fleet's albums, and I was like, oh, this is gonna sound sick on a record. It definitely does. It sounds awesome. However, listening to When the Curtain Falls on full blast, not really conducive to that. You got 7 o'clock on a weeknight.
Go for it.
So I've been looking at, like, I used to listen to a lot of Van Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking to see what he's got for vinyls and stuff.
You want aggressive listen to I Prevail. That's not even
On vinyl.
not even the most aggressive shit I've listened to.
On vinyl?
Oh no. Talking about back in high school days, like I used to listen to some brutal heavy shit, like Bleeding Through. That won't be on vinyl.
No, probably not. No, I mean, like, why would you want to listen to that? People listening to that music give a shit about vinyl.
No. Oh no. I will say, the Ghost was ahead of the game. Like every album they've done, they've released on vinyl, and it's just like they knew shit was coming. So he was like, yeah, we'll just put it out on vinyl. Everybody was like, oh, that's a bit weird, but all right. Now vinyl's exploding again. And he's just like, I'm not a dummy now, am I? It's bad that back in high school, like some of the shit I listened to, Atreyu seemed like a soft.
Upbeat.
Yeah. what was it that listened to, and then the band got in trouble because they were using it as for torture down in Gitmo. It's like they were just blaring it over the speakers. It's like, that's torture. That's what I listened to on the way to school. What? Wait, what? Maybe that's why I'm so fucked up.
Yeah, that might do it.
But then I turn around and listen to the Fall Out Boy. So I was I'm an interesting character back in the days.
Yeah, I'd roll up like in my subwoofers, listening to like T-Pain or 50 Cent. But then at the same time, I'd also like roll in listening to like My Chemical Romance. And then some days it'd be like Led Zeppelin.
I kind of got no. Yeah, it was me. Like my teacher's mind was blown when he was. My shop teacher is still to this day. He's like he's part of a band, but he does also solo shows at like bars and restaurants around Delaware. His claim to fame was there's two things. He wrote the intro song to one like a travel show or something, and then he wrote and performed it, and then he recorded a solo album for, I want to say he said the guy was from the lead singer of the band The Church. I can't remember, but he was kind of blown away because he was going through my MP3 player. He was like, "What is some of this shit?" He's just like, you're all over the place. And so every time he needed to know the name of a song, he was just like, "Hey, come in here.
You know this?"
Yeah, he's like, "Well, who's this song by?" I was just like what was the one? It was one of Hoobastank's song. It wasn't like one they're known for. I was like,
B-track.
think that's Hoobastank?
It sounds like
Hooba what? I was like, it sounds like Hoobastank. I'm not 100% certain, but I think that's Hoobastank. He goes, "Can you spell that for me?"
Great band.
Morgan Wallen vinyl record is $50 for the record. I mean, really?
What? It's like $20 at Target. Like $25 at Target.
Yeah, his newest one was I think 27.
Yeah.
Unless he's talking about an earlier one, because he has a couple of double records, so that might be one of the double records.
Even the double records aren't much more expensive. I think it was like one of the. Wait, no. Red's a double album. It's two records.
No, his double albums are 2 CDs, so that would be like 4 records, wouldn't it?
Oh, it could be 4 records. Yeah. If it's 2 CDs, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 20 minute. I think it's like 25 minutes per side on the record, something like that. It's funny. We were testing the theory of, so you know, like Mr. Brightside, the song.
Oh yeah, yep, 100%.
So you ever listen to it with headphones on?
Not recently.
All right. So if you listen to it with headphones on, the first intro part comes out of one headphone,
Yeah.
and then the other part comes out of the other headphone. So if you were only listening to it with like in the wired headphone world or era, if you only had one headphone in, you would only hear part of the song for like the first minute.
Yeah.
And so she was asking if that's like how that works the other day. So I was explaining it, and then I was like, be curious because we have that album or like the vinyl. I was like, be curious if like it recreates that over the record because the record player has 2 speakers. So we tested the theory tonight, and it works. So it just like comes out of one speaker. Pretty neat.
Such a good song.
It is. Oh shit, the train. Oh my god, no, I'm gonna get hit. I got hit. I'm okay.
Sure about that?
Yep, I'm okay. I've been having this issue with one of my monitors that it just is like blacks out for a second. Yeah, and then it just like resets. So then it just says DisplayPort on, HDR on, and then like the resolution. So it resets.
You make sure your connection's good?
Yeah, using the same cables and stuff.
Yeah, but you make sure like it didn't like come a little bit loose, like make sure it's fully plugged in. That sounds like
everything's good.
Oh, that's weird.
It's been doing this. I haven't had this issue up until like a couple weeks ago. And it's when I just like updated random stuff. Before that, everything's fine. So that's why I just don't update stuff. That's why I'm not still on iOS 16.
And that's how shit breaks. Because you don't update it properly.
Well, I just wait until it's just like, oh, well, we're actually going to not support this anymore.
Oh, I'd be... Oh. Every time I start to do something on the freaking server PC, Windows is like, we're not supporting Windows 10 anymore. You want to update to Windows 11? It's like, this PC cannot handle Windows 11. Stop bugging me. You sure you don't want to upgrade to Windows 11? I'm sure it can't. Every single time. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, I have this stupid thing that comes up and it's just like, oh, do you want to like set up your cloud OneDrive?
Oh, I uninstalled that shit.
And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And it's like, cool, we're going to remind you in a week. It's like, no, please don't. And then it does every time.
You can uninstall it. Because I got tired of the pop-ups too, so I just went into my apps and it's under OneDrive and I just hit uninstall and it stopped bugging me.
Uninstall apps. Cool. Wait, no.
Just go to your apps on your start menu. And go find it in the thing and just uninstall it. That's all I did.
In my start menu?
Yeah, click on the little Windows icon and then go
Yeah.
to settings. And so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down apps. And then installed apps.
Yeah. All right. This is the back way of getting to this is the menu I was looking for. So many.
Yeah, I need to go through mine too.
Microsoft OneDrive. Uninstall. Yes. Oh, can I do that with Microsoft Edge?
No, I don't think you can uninstall Edge.
I know. I've tried to on my work computer. Just like, let me do it. It sucks. Let me do it.
Like who actually uses Edge? Like I don't know one single person that uses the default browser for Microsoft. Never have. It's always been like Google Chrome, Firefox.
Yeah. For my
What's
work, there's one thing that we need to use for like our planning that doesn't work on Chrome. It has to be done on Edge.
That sucks.
Yeah. What's so annoying is for my work computer, I can't even I've tried to remove it from like the taskbar at the bottom, and you can't. But you can for the day, but if you shut off your computer and turn it back on, it's there again. So it's become a routine for me that the first thing I do when I sign onto my computer is I unpin it from my taskbar.
Clock in, unpin.
Yeah. It's just like my morning routine. Like I got to open up like Outlook and stuff, which I do from my taskbar. So at the same time, I just unpin that because just the sight of it on my taskbar just bothers me. I hate it that much.
Oh.
The downside to that is, you know, what the little widgets thing.
Yeah.
In there, like if you hover over it, it's got the like news articles and stuff. I have that disabled on this computer, but for my work computer, I keep it enabled because like what better way to just distract yourself by like a random plethora of articles at any given time. Where I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, let me check this out. But yeah, everything's anytime you click on any of that stuff, it comes up through Microsoft Edge. I'm just like, oh, damn it.
That's what I have the news thing set up on Firefox. That way, every time I open it, it's just like it's random news articles. And I was like, "Oh, did you hear?" I was like, "I don't. Why would I hear that?" It's like it was on the Firefox like homepage. She goes, "I have that disabled." Like, well, I know. Every now and then, there's some interesting articles that pop up. Very biased, which you would think that they would pick up from my like search history and everything. That I don't necessarily agree with what they're putting out, but
the articles that I get on mine for work, they're not biased. They're just like they're all from unreliable sources. So it's like borderline tabloid, and it's like maybe like the generic or like the general idea of the article is true, but they just like make up a bunch of shit.
like here's what shows up on mine right now. DOJ investigating Governor Tim Walz, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey over alleged conspiracy to impede immigration agents. ChatGPT is getting cheaper subscription tier, but also ads. Ask a pro. I have 1.4 million IRA. Should I convert 160,000 a year to Roth to save on RDMs? What? I don't know why I would need to know that.
Yes.
Chargers have cap space to be aggressive in retaining pass rush trio how you pronounce that, Mac, and how you pronounce that. The 10 best car insurance companies. Those are weird ones.
I mean, it gives you good variety.
Inside Mike Tomlin's decision to walk away from the Steelers. I love Steve Bisciotti's reaction to hearing that news. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't, but good riddance. That guy's a piece of shit.
He was like, because they asked him, they're like, well, it seems that Mike Tomlin's out of Pittsburgh. Do you think he's a viable option for here? And he's like, oh shit, really? And he goes, can you imagine that? He's like, only if John takes the Steelers open spot. That'd be great. I really hope they don't really consider bringing him in. But I called it. Harbaugh's going to New York.
Yep. I don't know. If Tomlin knows what's good for him, he'll take a year off.
That's what Steve Bisciotti said he was trying to do with Harbaugh.
Yeah. He
Taught him to take a year off.
Healthy.
Good day, Cody. How are you, sir? His reaction was good. Yeah, it was. I loved it. I was watching it when he found out during the press conference. Oh shit! Really? I didn't know you could go too fast in the rock picker. Good, good. That's good to hear, sir. Good to hear. So it's been a while. Has it? Were you just here, like, last week or the week before? Or am I imagining things? I haven't seen Matt in a while. I hope he's alright. Dude, I think it's been a couple weeks. Man, time has just flown by, so a couple weeks ago does feel like last week or the week before to me, so keep that in mind. Too old.
Well, I can't believe it's a long weekend.
Yeah. My kid's got two of them. She got this Monday off and next Monday off. Like,
what's next Monday?
I think it's just an in-service day because it's like usually around the time report cards come out, they have an in-service day. So,
was that like teacher workshop?
Yeah, like the teachers show up, but the students don't.
Yeah, so they all just like sit around in a circle, bitch about their students, and give them grades. I just feel like
I've been 2-3 weeks. Huh?
MLK days.
And was everything good with you, sir? Is it though? I mean, it seems like just time
I've been,
flies.
Like, remembering shit. I know, but I've been like remembering shit, and people keep telling me I'm wrong, and like everything. I don't know if we talk about this or not, but like the Super Bowl used to be in January.
Yeah.
Like mid to late January.
Yeah. towards like the end of
And-
January.
Yeah.
Like last weekend or so, or weekend before. Yeah, because I got cans that say like
right.
January 20th
like
or something.
January dates. Yeah. And so like my wife was saying no, and then I was talking to my buddy, and he was like, no, it's February, and I was like, that's not the kind of shit I'm gonna look up. So I had my buddy look up, and he was like, oh yeah, you're right. I was like, yeah, it was on the broadcast for like the Houston game this past week. They were talking about how it was like the Steelers' 50th anniversary of winning their first Super Bowl, and the date of it was the date of that they were playing that game, which was, oh shit, that was Monday. So it was what, like the 13th?
Same
12th?
here, man.
And that's when the Super Bowl was. But next year, it's going to be on President's Day because they're extending the season.
Lovely.
So it'll be the first time in Super Bowl history that it'll be on a 3-day weekend.
That sounds like it was planned.
Well, I don't know if they've announced the date yet, but like, can you imagine them doing it on like the Monday night?
That sounds awful.
Well, having it on a Sunday is the dumbest shit to begin with. Especially when they're playing literally 50% of their playoff games are on Saturdays.
There you go. You want to make that shit interesting? Let's have quarterfinals on Friday. Semifinal, well, however that goes. So you got
Back to back?
Yeah,
Dude, everyone
a whole
would,
weekend. Everyone would be
everyone
fucking
would be
drained.
paralyzed.
It'd be
They
interesting.
would all
though.
be so hurt. They would have to allow for like a college-sized roster. It could be like 200 people. But you don't need to know, and then they just have to hold like open tryouts.
Dude, I did not see
After you do
Hardball
the-
being fired. Like that wasn't on my bingo card at all.
You're picking up rocks, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means those are the blue fields. Using the rocks.
The light blue fields.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones that need lime. The red ones are the ones that need to be plowed. And after you plow them, then you have to lime them.
Do I still have to plow the blue fields?
Now, if you turn off needs lime, you could see anyone that shows up red needs to be plowed. If you see dark blue, that's fertilized. Just turn that off and it will show.
I have a. Well, I'll re-ask the question. I leased a plow.
Roger that. You want me to tell you what fields need to be plowed?
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Okay, so 34 needs to be plowed. It's right there next to you. 37 needs to be plowed. 1,
All right,
4,
wait, so
3,
are
and
you-
10, and 11.
Are you looking at the soil composition when you're saying that?
Yeah,
So red fields.
yeah. Anyone that's red.
Got it. Needs. Oh, duh. Yeah, needs plowing. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll get there.
Yeah, I was shocked Harbaugh was kid. Not shocked he was hired that soon too. Yeah. Well, ever since like the day after he got fired, they're like, yeah, he's going to New York. He's 100% going to New York. You know what? I hope he does well in New York. I really do. Don't think he was the problem. But Steve is freaking committed to Lamar Jackson as quarterback, unfortunately. So I don't think whoever he hires is going to make a damn difference. He gotta get his old Jimbo, man. I'll give it to you. If you look at him, John looks like the good son. Jim was definitely the one that was always getting in trouble.
Wait. What?
What?
Jim Harbaugh's so freaking shady.
I was like, what you got against Jimbo? But I'll give him credit for that. If you look at him side by side, John definitely looks like the good son. Jim was definitely the one that was always getting in trouble. If you look at them just like standing next to each other, like that's clear to tell.
Yeah, and like, if you listen to any interview that he's ever done, like he's an odd guy. But like of the coaches, I actually think he's a better coach.
How many Super Bowls he's got?
Did he win one with San Francisco or no? I don't think so.
No, he got beat by his brother.
Right. Yeah, that was the year. Well, I mean, he's got a national championship in college.
Is that a Super Bowl?
Some would say it's better.
Are you some that says it's better?
I would be one of the some. I think it's harder to win a national championship in college football than it is a Super Bowl. Actually, I'll revise that. Used to be. Until they started NIL. Now you can just pay for people to, and then get the best team. So it's no better than the NFL.
Oh, might have a Valor, their pickup.
But I mean, like, yeah, he's an odd guy. And did he get caught cheating? Indirectly.
Know who's never been indirectly caught cheating? John Harbaugh.
Listen, he's just kind of stale.
Who, John? No, 100%.
He had to go.
I mean, we were still an alright team. Like, we weren't terrible.
Right, but don't you want to be like, you have a talent like Lamar Jackson, and you like still manage to be mediocre.
I'm still saying he's the problem.
I don't think the offense fits him anymore.
I think he's the problem. But the owner's committed to having him as the quarterback, so we'll be here in like 5 more years.
I know. I mean, that's a franchise that's just has always been like stuck in their ways.
Yeah, it kind of just. I did not have that on my bingo card. Just. I was like, wait, what? Is this like the Onion? Sports Onion? What is this? And then I saw it was the actual Baltimore's Facebook page, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Well, so on the sports radio channel up here, they were actually talking about it before it happened. They were like, like name the coaches that like based on the results of the season like need to go, and that was like one of the main ones they talked about.
From what I'm hearing from up here, or like people with supposedly,
I'm sure it was a surprise to a lot of people.
Inside knowledge is he got fired because he refused to fire his offensive coordinator.
That's one of the things.
Which, like they said, is kind of crazy that you expect him to fire him when they came off 2 winning seasons, and then they had a rough season. Like it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. But
well, I think what you're going to start to see in general, and I think this is kind of like the first year, is like how everything's more like these days, like post-COVID, everything's more like instant gratification.
Yeah.
Is like and everything's also like super expensive, and everything is money driven. So now you have the NFL owners that are trying to promote the NFL, and everybody wants their team to be the best. So they're going to be like, oh, we had a bad year. Well, then you got to go. Because we need to win a Super Bowl. I mean, this is the most, I think, in NFL history, the most like NFL like head coach vacancies. It was 9.
Yeah.
So obviously, like things are changing. And it's like, stop going to, like so-and-so's brother-in-law or like family to recruit these people. Like, pick a nerd or like a gamer guy that just like sits there.
That didn't quite work out either.
Everything. No, but he spent his life like in the NFL. He went from like, I don't know, like towel guy up to head coach, and happened to play a shitload of Madden. But I'm saying, like, get a dedicated Madden guy, bring him in. Lewis, it's still not the end. So they didn't dominate until the end. They dominated until they lost to Indiana. Indiana's going to win a national championship for sure.
He meant dominant till their end.
Their end, right?
Yeah.
I loved watching Matt Patricia lose in that playoff game. It was so great. He went from Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator to failed head coach back to defensive coordinator in college.
Oh boy. I could have swore I had like Madden 22 on Steam. Apparently I don't.
Might be through your like EA Play, your EA app, whatever it is.
Oh no,
Yeah, because we've played it.
I wanted to play Madden, and I was like, "What's the newest Madden I got?" And I logged on to Steam and typed in MAD, and nothing come up. I was like, "Okay." Pretty sure I had one on Steam somewhere, because I know I was playing 25 on the Xbox Game Pass.
Game Pass, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I don't have 25, and then I was like, but I could have swore I had at least 22. Nope.
I had one of them that like I could have sworn moved from Steam over to the EA app.
Might be. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible, but it felt like that. Maybe it never happened. I don't know.
Jeez, after I pick up all these rocks, then I got to freaking lime every single one. This sucks. This sucks eggs. We went to Christiana last Saturday. I saw for the first time one of them Tesla robots.
Tesla robots?
Yeah, you know Tesla makes robots?
What do they do?
I mean, they've done everything that I've seen do. Like they've had them like serving food and pouring drinks and everything.
What?
You haven't seen this?
No.
Yeah, it's a thing. He was standing in the window at with the Tesla, like the big Tesla thing, the logo behind him. Which is wild that they're putting Tesla stores in malls, but
Yeah, I know. We have one here.
we went to Barnes and Noble, and right next to it was the Tesla robot chilling in the window. I was like, all right. And that mall proves that malls aren't dead. It's just you gotta learn to like how to like attract people in, you know, by upgrading your mall and all that shit, not just letting it decay and deteriorate.
Right, and actually like putting good stores in.
Yeah. So like I think the final nail in the coffin from Nearest Mall was when the movie theater closed down. But it's like the people who own the mall they're like notorious for buying up malls for cheap and then just not doing anything to improve them. So you go in there and like the tiles are all cracked, the ceilings are all stained, and just doesn't look appealing whatsoever. And then they wonder why they can't like keep people in the mall, like stores.
Right.
It's like
because no one wants to go to that.
Yeah, it's probably because you don't put any money into it whatsoever. And like AMC closed down because, again, they weren't putting any money into the theater. They still had like the old school non-reclining chairs. You know, it's just like the stadium seats. So you just flop down and sit in. And it's like, no wonder, like every other movie theater around us, they have reclining seats. Some even have like heated seats and all this other stuff. And you guys aren't doing anything to, you know, like modernize this whatsoever. And I was like, I told my wife, I said, if I had control over it, I was like, I would reopen another movie theater right there. I said, instead of having, because like the entrance to the movie theater was where the food court was, like that's your way in. You walk through the food court to get into the movie theater. I was like, so you're limited to the hours that the mall operates. I said, so I would just put an entrance on the other side because there's a exit door. So if you go to see a movie and like the mall closes while you're watching the movie, you have to go out the back doors. I was like, I would make that the front entrance. So that way you can operate outside of the mall hours, and it's more appealing than having to go inside, go through the movie theater, and plus then you got people, or go through the food court. Plus you got people, like you could get people to come in and actually like eat the food instead of like we'll just get, you know, such and such out here, you know, and then go in and watch the movie and just get some popcorn. So you got another, you know, form of like to entice people to buy your food.
Yeah.
Replace, you know, like you go through and actually like upgrade everything. You know, redo the floors, clean the ceilings, do something with it. Just
like make it a better experience.
Yeah. Because I went up there, like it's packed. It was absolutely packed, and then they had guards at every freaking entrance, because if you were under the age 17, like it says as soon as you come in, if you're under the age of 17, you have to have someone over the age of 21 to accompany you. And like they were turning all the teenagers away, and the mall was still packed. Like the only thing keeping our mall in business right now is Victoria's Secret, Sarku Japan, and that's about it. Foot Locker, maybe? Like Chick-fil-A was like the when they left, that was the first thing when they, because it was the only way you could get Chick-fil-A was in the mall around here. And then they moved out and went to their own location, and they start popping up locations, you know, closer, and that hurt. And then Boardwalk Fries went shortly after them. They went out and opened their own restaurant, and it didn't last long, but they made a go of it. And then ever since then, they can't keep in anyone who goes in those slots. It does just never last.
Yeah.
Sbarro's still kicking ass. Even though every time we go there, there's no one ever ordering from there. They're still open. Like if you go into the food court, like everybody's kind of like huddled around Sarku Japan. And I get it. I mean, $10 and you get 2 meals off of it because they fill it so full with chicken and noodles. But it's every other storefront is closed. They got it blocked off, and it's just like, yeesh. It doesn't help either that they build freaking shopping centers all around it. And so you have all these people that could be going into the mall. It's like, you probably means you're charging too much for your rent And you got all these other stores like, we'll just go outside over here.
Well, that's kind of the thing with like around here. It's like the restaurants, and people like they'll put like a restaurant like essentially in the parking lot of the mall, but it's not the mall. It's separate. But like surrounding the mall are all of like the good restaurants. So it's like, all right, well, think about that. They don't want to be in the mall. So you're obviously doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And it's not like the ones that are in the mall are any less busy.
Our biggest mall apparently is going to be put in a Walmart.
Like the nicer
somehow. My
ones
local
typically
one
just
has
don't want to be
World King, which
associated with
charges
the mall.
1% to help the mall. I can't remember what. Read on the receipt. Our local mall has Royal King and Harbor Freight, so win-win for me. What the hell is Royal King? Yeah, ours part of what used to be Sears, like the entire Sears parking lot is blocked off, is Walmart Fleet Services. So they like train the Walmart drivers and everything in the parking lot. So that whole side of the parking lot is just Walmart trucks. And then the other part's now like a
It's not
furniture.
Like doing the mall any favors.
No, it's not.
I don't know. I buy all my shit online now.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds like, I don't know. I know a lot of people do it. My wife still likes going to stores sometimes for things. And I was like, listen, the reason I got like a credit card from Amazon is because like I've just found it just way easier for like one, where we live,
Tractor Supply, but better.
two,
Okay.
just like the lack of time that I have. I'm not going to the mall on a Saturday. I just won't. My patience for people is so low. And like my patience for traffic is even less. But I went to the Bruins game last night. I got my company sponsors one of the sponsors of one of the teams plays in the Garden, and I got offered the company's like club seats.
Dang, look at you.
I know. I was like, what's going on here? Like, what do you want? The same guy offered me tickets to the Celtics. He asked me like 2 weeks ago if I wanted them. And I was like, I don't like the Celtics. I love sports. I just don't like basketball. And then like Wednesday afternoon, he's like, hey, like the chief accounting officer said that the tickets are available for the Bruins game. Do you want to go? I was like, I still feel like there's a catch or something associated with this, because like, why are you asking me so many times if I want tickets for this stuff when these are like the CEO of our company goes to like sits in these seats? So like, why? And he's like, I don't know. It was like it's an earlier game because like they're retiring Chara's number, and I was like, oh. Well, yeah, I will definitely take those tickets then, for sure. And so, like, my wife's currently sick, but I was like, we were actually literally talking about trying to go to a Bruins game this past weekend. So, even though she's sick, she'll definitely go. And then I got the tickets sent to me, and there ended up being 4 tickets, and like private parking and all this stuff. It's insane. Anyways, not the point of the story. I was like, I don't have any Bruins stuff. So
What do I play on?
last
PC?
Wednesday night, I drove up to New Hampshire to like the closest mall and went to Dick's Sporting Goods. and the
Dicks.
place is just in House of Dicks. And I went there, and the place is in shambles. Like, I went to the Bruins section, and it was just like clothing everywhere, and none of the stuff. You know, how, like the hangers have the sizes on them, like nothing matched.
Hmm.
I I had looked on the app, like I didn't have the app, right? I was looking online on like the website, and I was like, I'm just gonna get the app, right? Because it'll be probably more accurate for inventory. So I checked to make sure that I found exactly what I was looking for, and I made sure that they had it in stock, so that when I got there, there wouldn't be like a situation in which it's like, oh damn, it's not there. I couldn't find any of the ones there, so I go to this kid who was sitting on his phone, and I was like, listen, I looked. I'm only asking you because I looked high and low in this area, and I didn't. I checked every single sweatshirt. I don't see it, but it says that you have four of them. So, like, would you be able to look out back? And he's like, huh, let me take a look. And then he walks over to the section that I was just looking in and started to look at all of the things that I already checked. And I was like, no, dude, it's not here. And he's like, huh, well, I guess I could maybe check out back, but we usually keep everything out here. I was like, dude, I worked in retail. Not like, I know
Yeah,
what
you
that
worked
means.
at retail. You know he's not gonna go check. Like,
Yeah, so he disappears and then comes back 30 seconds later. He's like, "Yeah, that's all we have." And I was like, "All right, thanks for nothing." And then I end up finding close to what I was looking for, and it was the right size, but I had tried on what I thought was the right size before, but it was a youth large instead of a men's large. I was just like, what? Okay, I'm definitely an XL in this, and it ended up not being so. But anyways, I was just like, by the end of that experience, I was just like, this is why I don't go to stores to shop.
yeah,
Like, I'd rather just buy something that I know is in stock. It's online, and the thing is, I also got like a couple other things when I was up there, and they end up like, well, I got a pair of. I usually wear like khaki pants, but they're like golf pants. So there's like a stretchy material, so they look fancy, but they're actually like super comfortable. It's a life hack for the corporate people. Just wear golf pants. Um, and so it's like, I'm not gonna buy these until I try them on. And so I went to try them on, and of course, there's just a handwritten sign over the door, and it just says out of order for a fitting room.
so
So
basically, you live the mall is in a high crime area, and they just shut down the. That's what they do
it
here.
it really isn't though. It really isn't. It's like the fact that it's like this is just blows my mind. But I'm like, this is truthfully why I don't go to stores is because. So it's like, this is the brand that I of like golf pants that I normally get. Like, this is the size. It's like one up from the size that I normally get because gained a little weight over the holidays. So I was like, it should be good. It should be good. And I got home and I tried them on and they just don't fit at all. And I was like, ugh. Now I go back and return them.
Yeah, we gotta go back up to Christiana to return a pair of shoes
Mm-hmm.
that I saw because so we went because my wife said movies Labyrinth and they just put it out in theaters for the 40th anniversary, and of course they didn't show it at our local movie theater, so we had to drive up to Christiana to see it. Well, that's the reason when we walked around the mall because it's there at the mall. And our kid had some Christmas money to spend, and she wanted to find a pair of shoes. So we went in and went to like Hot Topic and stuff for her and all that. And then she went to go into Vans to look at shoes. Well, she tried on this pair of shoes that she really liked, and as soon as I saw her put them on, I was just like, those aren't gonna fit. They're too tight. And my wife was concerned with the length, but she's like, oh, she's got plenty of room in her foot. I was like, no, look around her ankle. It's too tight. And immediately the sales girl was like, oh, yeah, you just loosen the laces. It'll make the shoe wider. I was like, no, look at around her ankle. Like, it would just look way too tight. And the kid's like, no, it's fine. They're comfortable. It's like, all right, whatever. All right. She wears them on Monday to school. And I had to, luckily, they caught me before I had, because I was going to help my dad that day. And it was like, my wife's like, can you take her old shoes up to the school? Her new shoes are hurting her ankles too bad. And I was like, called it. Freaking called it. It's too tight around her ankles. Nobody wanted to listen to me.
Dude, that's why. All right. So your first mistake in that was like listening to anybody else, especially in this day and age, about anything. Because, like, they don't know your wife from a hole in the wall. Their goal is to just sell a pair of shoes.
Yeah. Well, I pointed it out twice, and my kid was like, oh, no, they're comfortable. I was like, all right.
Dude, I don't get, like, based on the experience, like, don't ask anybody for any advice that's working at the place that you're buying stuff from, because, like,
yeah, well,
chances are they're not qualified to answer whatever question you're asking.
I think that's her way of distracting from me pointing out the obvious. And she's like, oh, just loosen the laces, and it'll give you some extra room on either side. I don't think that's how it works around the ankle, but all right, whatever you say. So I was like, I was like, we gotta go back up there. I was like, sure shit, we gotta go back up there. I'm not wasting $80 on a pair of shoes that she's not gonna wear.
Yeah, man, $80 is no joke for a pair of shoes.
Yeah, for Vans, which is ridiculous.
Well, considering, like, I mean, I'm still living off of, like, my shoe collection from, like, 7 years ago. And they're all just, like, beat up and they all smell. And the only shoes I've gotten to replace them are, like, $30 Amazon shoes. But, so, like, I need to get, like, regular-ass shoes, like a normal human being.
I love my New Balance. And then I have like knockoff.
But I was looking at like,
hey dudes,
the pair that, like an everyday pair of shoes that I'd like to walk around in would be like Nike Air Maxes, and I was looking at those, and they're like $140.
Dude, Nike suck too. I don't know why you'd want a pair of Nikes to walk around in.
And with the type of pants that I wear, they fit well with them. Looks good.
Yeah, but they're uncomfortable as shit.
I don't know, man. I got a pair for golf because they make Air Max golf shoes.
You had to think about that. I got a pair for golf.
I was trying to think about how to explain it. So like, they're golf shoes, but it's Nike Air Max, except instead of like a smooth, like bottom of the sole, it's just got like little rubber spikes in it. But they're the exact same thing as Air Maxes. And listen, I mean, I played 18 holes in them, and I was like, it was pretty good.
Now answer what?
I agree in general. Nikes do kind of suck, although I am wearing Nikes right now.
I never was a fan of Nikes. I liked Adidas back in the day, before I went into my skater shoe phase.
Yeah, before skate shoes.
Yeah. And now, like, I can't. It's New Balances I have now. I don't know what I had before that, but I'm enjoying the New Balance, the dad shoe life. They're comfortable to walk in. About time for another pair. I've had them for a few years now. I have those, and I have like knockoff Hey Dudes. They're ones I just slip on when I need to run outside real quick.
Those are the little daddy house shoes.
Yeah. Can you play? You can play. You can't join us in the server because I have modified mods.
Do you see that TikTok?
No. Exactly what Tony just said. Back in the day, my dad had those dock shoes that would, if you wore outside, turn your foot orange for long periods of time. I remember those. My knockoff Hey Dudes are like the equivalent of those. They didn't cost me anything. It was got from when my wife was in part of the Amazon Vine, where they'd send you stuff and you review it. You just to put a review on it. What kind of mods? 166 mods. That's a handful of them I have modified myself.
Like, I
so
get
you
the
can't
shoes
download
that I'm
them.
like, okay, yeah, these are gonna be my like around the house shoes, aka like the little daddy house shoes. But then
It's weird that you wear shoes around the house.
I don't know. I don't know. I find, I don't know, I just don't like walking around in socks or bare feet because like the floors are, no matter what, the floors are going to get dirty. Like if it's not shoes, it's like other stuff. It just gets dirty.
So your feet just like never breathe. Like you just never let them.
I do. You know, like work from home days, I'm like, I don't have anything on.
So you don't wear shoes around the house when you
if I'm
work from
let's put it this way.
home?
If I'm sitting at my desk, like right here, and I'm working, then I have shoes on because I'm like, usually I'm like almost like borderline dressed for work. Like, you know, decent shirt, presentable shirt, but then like sweatpants, and I'll wear shoes because it puts me in like business mode. But if I'm like just doing mindless work for like month end stuff, I'll be like sitting on the couch upstairs, and then I don't have shoes or socks on.
Gotcha.
And then obviously at night. But I do have to, I mean, currently, it's not recommended to come down into the lower level without shoes.
What'd you do?
It's not really, like, it's a finished area. Like, technically, it's just, it's our storage / like construction area.
Gotcha.
At the lower level. So, and it's our entrance in from the garage. And then the only time we go through the garage currently is if we're putting out the trash or if I'm like doing a project. So either way, it's going to be like snow or dirt that gets tracked in from there. So we just wear them when I'm down here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Problem is when you go from like the indoor shoes and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna run out real quick, and instead of changing shoes, you wear those shoes, and then they just become outdoor shoes.
So Optimus Prime, how are you? I'm pretty good, sir. Thanks for asking. Yeah, gotta love my dad. So they got the new roof put on the house, and I went over there Monday to help them because they have a pellet stove, so they need to get a ton of pellets. And my stepmom's not really comfortable driving the truck, so that falls on me. So when I pulled up in the driveway, I was like, oh, roof looks nice. Go in, I was talking to him about it, and he was like, oh, yeah, it's a little bit darker than the old one. And I was like, no, it's definitely lighter. It's like a grayish color. The other one you had was black. The shingles are like black. He goes, no, it's a lighter. I'm like, no, sir, it's not. So we had to carry it on about this damn roof, and then Wednesday, because my stepmom was at her mom's helping take care of her, she wasn't there to unload it, so I went back on Wednesday to help unload the ton of pellets, and we were sitting there talking while my dad's sitting out there on the patio, and she goes, yeah, it's a little bit lighter than what the old one was. I like it. I was like, see? Told you, it's lighter. He goes, no, you picked out darker. Going on and on. And she's like, no, they're definitely lighter. I picked out a lighter because it matches the siding better. He was sold on it was darker, and I kept telling him, no, it's definitely lighter.
I need to get his vision checked a little.
He just had surgery on his eyes, which is
well, yeah, contributing factor here.
Because they had to put a lens over his eye. I can't remember what it was for, but he had to get a lens because he could barely see out of one eye. So they went in there and cut the film that was on there or whatever off of it, and then put a lens so the film didn't come back. And then they just did the other eye while they were at it, just so he didn't have to worry about it anymore. And he's like, oh, I can see better. I don't even need my glasses anymore. And he's like, I'm just back to like if it's, I gotta hold it a little bit further away, but he goes, I can definitely see again. So clearly, you can't tell that color of the roof is the whole way
seems
later.
Like he still needs to worry about it. Yeah.
What's up, little P? How are you? Get that snowstorm miracle? No, we haven't gotten any yet. But weekend's not over. It's set till Sunday or Monday, I think. God, I hate driving that truck. I don't. Like, I love the truck for sentimental value, but God, I could not do that as a daily driver. He's like, so the main road that we usually take to get there, they have part of it closed down because they're putting in a fucking roundabout. So you have to take the alternative route. And this freaking route he had me going on, just the roads were rough as hell, and that seat has no give whatsoever. So my up neck and back were sore for the next 2 days after just taking one, hour round trip in that damn truck. Jesus Christ.
It's quite the change of tune. You used to want that thing desperately.
I still do. It needs a lot of work to it. Like so they like, I don't know what they're doing. It's like it's not even a quarter of a mile of the road that they live on. They like chipped up and then they just left it, and they put like the bump signs on either side of it. It's a massive bump. When we were cutting down that tree, there was a car that come across there, and you know how like when a car gets airborne, you hear the engine rev. We're sitting there out here, like, what the fuck? I turned around. I was like, did he get airborne? My dad's like, I think he did. Jesus Christ. So we hit that bump and like I let off the throttle big time to slow down because I know this truck's got no cushion whatsoever. It's gonna hurt like hell. So I slowed down way low, and it almost did sound like the engine shut off, but it didn't. And my dad's like, the movie Tommy Boy where he pulls the door open, it falls off. My dad gave me that exact same look. He's like, oh, and then he starts rubbing the dash. Come on, girl, you got it. And I hit the throttle. He goes, shoo. It's like, you all right? He goes, I thought some bitch shut off on us. It's like, no, I just let it off. Well, pretty good. It's like he's impatient. Like it, some bitch will not start in the cold, and he's like, I'll just spray some starter fluid in there. And I was like, yeah, I have some patience with it. And so Wednesday when I went over there, I had to move it back out into the driveway, and like I'm sitting there, I'm cranking. It took me about 15 minutes, and I finally got it to start on its own. Just to move it out into the driveway. Hello, Lockie. How you doing today?
I mean, it sounds like it needs a lot of work.
It does. It's good. And it went out there and on Monday, and so because they need the driveway cleared because they were dropping all the shingles and everything right there in the driveway. So I moved it to the backyard, and I went out there on Monday. He hadn't moved it, and it was sitting underneath the tree. And I'm guessing the birds were just using it as target practice because it looked like there was shit all over the windshield, all over the hood, all over the roof of this thing. I was like, who the fuck did you piss off? There's so much bird shit on this. And I had, of course, I have to pop the hood because I got to hook the batteries up to it. And after we got it going, I was like, I need the key to the house. He goes, why? Like, I go wash my hands. You see how much bird shit's on this? It's like, I'm not trying to catch whatever the next thing is, bird vid or whatever it is, from touching this bird shit.
Yeah, that's fair. Wait, is he... Please tell me he's having someone come to do that for him.
What?
The shingles.
Oh, yeah, it's already done. They so for the longest time, they only got approved for half the roof. And they're like, well, we're not getting it done unless we can get the whole thing done. And they finally got them approved to do the whole roof. So they come out and did it. They had to wait until they had two days of 40-degree plus temperature to do it or something like that. And then it happened last week. But the two of them, so like, because they wanted me to come help unload the pellets on Saturday or Sunday, and I told them Saturday is the day we were going up to Christiana, and then Sunday we had to do some grocery shopping. I could do it after the grocery shopping. And he's like, "Oh, just don't worry about it on Monday." I was like, "All right." I show up on Monday, the dryer's sitting out on the back patio, and the washer is. And I was like, "What's going on with that?" He goes, "Yeah, she wanted to move it. Because it was like fled the laundry room or something. I missed that whole story because I was just like, why the hell didn't you two call me?" And he's like, yeah, she wanted to move it. And he's like, my back was hurting me that day, so I told her, let me take a nap before we do it. Lay down for a little bit, let my back rest. And he's like, I come out, and it was already out on the patio. It's like, she moved the washer out to the patio by her. Why didn't you guys call me? And then my stepmom, she's like, yeah, I just put it on the rug and just slid it across the floor. It's like, I live 5 minutes away. Just fucking call.
Like that's something worth calling for.
Yeah. Well, you're busy. It's like, yeah, but it takes like 5 minutes. We could have had that moved out there. Like,
right, but also, like, was it imperative that it be done at that?
Yeah, because they had to get in there because water was, so they had to get in there to the pipe or something.
Oh, all right. Well, then they don't have a choice. Like, they did what they had to do. So.
Yeah.
And they couldn't call you because you weren't around.
He said that he cranked on a bunch to get the pipe to stop and couldn't. And they had, and she went at it and finally got it to stop because it was leaking. Water was flooding the damn laundry room or something like that. I don't know. Them two is never a dull moment.
I mean, it does. It sounds borderline chaotic.
A little bit. Just like her mom's not doing the greatest, and she goes up. Well, now she's going up.
Probably pretty effing old.
Yeah, she's. I think they said she's almost 90.
Yeah, like of course she's not doing well.
Yeah. So, but like her mom drinks a lot. Her mom, I think they said she goes through a gallon of vodka a week. Like she drinks a lot. And so my stepmom was like, I gotta take a couple days off. My dad had some appointments and there's stuff around the house she wanted to get done, so she didn't go up there for a couple days. And she gets a phone call, and they were on the way to one of my dad's doctor's appointments. And as they're pulling the driveway, phone rings. She answers it. And he said her mom just didn't sound right. Didn't sound like she sounded off. So when they got out of the doctor's appointment, my stepmom looked at him. She's like, "Did she sound weird to you?" He said, "Yeah, it didn't sound like she was drunk, but it kind of sounded like she was drunk. I don't know how to put it." She goes, it bugs me. She sounded really off. So he goes, "We're right here in Dover. Stop by and check in on her." Well, they went in and she was so dehydrated. Like they had they went to her doctor first, and her doctor was like, "Just go to the emergency room." And she was in the hospital for like 2 or 3 days as they're pumping fluids into her. She's like, "Good Lord."
Hey, listen, if you're pushing 90, like, do whatever the hell you want. If that's how you want to spend your days, like, by all means.
Yeah. Well, ever since her dad died, like, she said her mom's just become like antisocial. She's like, it's a struggle to get her to go to like go down to eat and everything. She's more content just being on her own.
Yeah. Again, like almost 90. Like, maybe she just wants some peace and quiet.
She's a trip still though. Listen to her because she comes down for the family dinners and everything, and she doesn't turn her hearing aid up, so you have to say things and practically scream them 3 or 4 times before she'll finally hear you.
Yep. It's funny. I went to my last family reunion last summer, and I always had a memory of these, like, my aunts and uncles being of a certain age, and then like my grandfather being like the old timer guy.
Yeah.
And we went this last summer, and it was just like my aunts and uncles are all like the old timers. I was like having to like speak like very loudly in order to communicate with them, anything. And multiple times they'd be like, "Hang on a second," and then they'd like pull out their phone and like turn up the volume of their hearing aids. And they're like, "Oh, okay. Now I can hear the story that you were telling me after, the question that I asked about it, but I couldn't hear a goddamn thing after I asked the question." So I'm like, "Yeah, all right."
Red Dead 2 all the way.
They're just like so old.
That was a trip.
Gone.
The last time I went over to my uncle's, so my dad's got a bad back on oxygen. My uncle had just had I think it was knee replacement. It was knee or hip replacement, one of the two. And the two of them, I just remember them being always, being rowdy and everything. And the two of them are still harping on each other. Meanwhile, one's limping, can barely walk. The other one's all hunched over with his walking stick. what the fuck,
Nice.
dude? My uncle was like, "Listen here, Gimpy, don't be calling me." He's like, "Who you calling Gimpy? Look at you, you can barely walk."
Gotta love that.
It's like grumpy old men, but they're actually brothers. My aunt has still not forgiven them because they used to go down to North Carolina together every year. They'd rent a Airbnb, and but apparently my uncle's ass can get pretty rancid because he's not allowed to have boiled eggs, and this one restaurant they go to had fried boiled eggs, and my dad and stepmom would sneak them to him, and she still hasn't forgiven him for that. You don't have to sleep with him. Ooh, how bad is that ass? Jesus.
My college friends, was one summer we were taking a road trip somewhere. It was like a 4 or 5 hour ride, and stop. Obviously, you got to stop at like the gas station beforehand, get all your snacks and whatnot. And he went right over towards like the ice cream cooler thing. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I don't know. I just feel like this." And I was like, "Dude, but you have like both. You're both like lactose intolerant, and you have Crohn's." So like, I know for a fact, having lived with you and been like your friend for quite some time, that like this is absolutely gonna wreak havoc on you in like not a long time. And he was just like, "Yeah, this is just kind of what I feel like having, and like I'll pay for it later." And I was like, "Okay," but, like I'm driving in this situation, so it's just like, "All right, dude, but like you're not ripping ass in this car." And he's like, "All right." We got like, he crushed the thing by the time we got onto the highway. And like maybe 30 minutes down the road, he's just like, well, he's like, "We need to stop immediately." And I was like, "No, we can't." And then he just started like ripping ass in the car. And it was, oh my God. I've never smelled anything like that in my life. It was like, I've never been tear gassed by like, like a tear gas canister or anything like that. But like, I imagine that's what it would be like. Because I had to get off the highway because I couldn't see.
That's that one night my uncle, I don't know what, it was a different uncle. I don't know what he ate, but Jesus Christ, he was ripping ass, and it was burning my eyes, and I still to this day, I swear by it that there was a green cloud floating through the house. It was, ooh, I don't know what he ate. God damn, I hope he never eats it again. And then
like some of that stuff was like pretty impressive sometimes.
yeah, I get that was me. I think
only because it comes from somebody else. Like I would be mortified and embarrassed and like never go out in public if that came from me.
Oh, I love just ripping ass and hearing people that when I go down next aisle be like, "God damn."
Only
So
if I'm like
gratifying.
having, if like people are being like shitty on a certain day, if I'm like out in public, that's like the only time where I'm just like I'm crop dusting this bitch. Like normally I'm just the type of person who's just
So
like,
any
hey, that's
given day.
rude. I don't like when it's rude. I don't like when people. It's not rude. It's just more ignorant, and I don't like when people do that around me. Like I think one of the rudest things you can do in the world is fart on a plane. It's like hands down the most savage thing. But there are people that take pride in it because I mean I've been on a shitload of flights, right? And there are a handful of times where it's like you sit down and it's like perfect timing. As soon as they like close the like hatch, it's not even loud. It's like it's always silent and it's always just like you know it's a fart. Like you know it's a fart. And someone takes pride in the fact of just like I'm gonna rip ass on this plane the second that like nobody can move.
God,
It's like like why? Absolutely like why? Is it funny? Like no,
you know they were holding it in too, just waiting.
they were just yeah, just have like a high protein diet.
That was we went
Just protein farts.
was it DC we went to? I think it was DC we went to on a field trip, and on the way back, this kid goes into the bathroom and just blows it up on the bus because we took the tour buses or the passenger buses, but
Oh man, yeah.
he
That's the bathroom
blew
in
it
the
up.
back. Oh,
Yeah, he blew it. The whole bus reeked. Even the bus driver at the front of the bus is sitting there going, "Oh, God damn." This is
we had a
like,
kid. We had a kid in middle school do that.
it's like we don't pull over or anything. It just the whole way back. It was like a 2.5 hour ride from that point. Just it reeked.
I don't know.
There's no windows to put down. It's just, you just have to suffer through it. It was horrible. And come to find, when I was working at Walmart, I got became buddies with this one guy, and he's like, "Yeah, my brother Earl." And Earl's not a common name these days. And they kind of looked alike after he said the name. I was like, "Wait, no." And I said, "This is the last name." He goes, "Yeah, that's my brother." I was like, "Dude, your brother is foul." And told him the story. He goes, "Yeah, that's my brother."
Right. See, I don't want to be known as like the foul person, so it's just like I don't want to take that chance. I'm not gonna fart around people, is like if necessary.
I try not to, but there's times when I just can't. I can't hold it any longer, and just like I gotta let this one out. And there's like you try to sneakily just, and then it's like one of those just god awful like sounds like building collapsing parts.
Yeah. It happens with my wife sometimes, and like as we've been married or like together and married for longer, it's more just like if I just can't, I'll just like just let it go and just be like, I'm sorry, my bad. But she's pretty tolerant of it, which is nice.
Oh, we've been married as long as I have. You try to outdo each other. There's no hiding anymore. You just.
Oh shit. Come on. I get stuck here.
I don't know what about COVID changed but anytime I have chicken, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's chicken, I have the most rankest farts you could ever like it puts my uncles to shame, and it's just chicken, and it's the only way I eat chicken. I don't know. It didn't start until after COVID, so I have no clue what COVID did to my gut, but chicken just does not sit well anymore. Just like I never had any problems drinking milk until that trip up to Cabela's. Like we got up early that morning. We were going to drive up to Pennsylvania to go to Cabela's when I was just like fresh out of high school. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want some chocolate milk. So I got a half gallon of chocolate milk to drink on the way up. And by the time I was sweating so bad that by the time I got up there, like I made a beeline to the bathroom. It was like that scene from Dumb and Dumber where he's sitting on the toilet. I had my feet up. I didn't even bother locking the door. Just had my feet pressed against the door and going to town. The guy next to me is like, "You all right in there?" I'm like, yeah, I think I might just crapped out all my organs, but
No. That's what I was trying to avoid. No.
yeah, you ain't getting this out of here without picking it up. You're hung up on branches.
The tree line is too thick.
Yeah, if you're to get through there, you might have to take a tree down.
For like well, listen, I was going like a mile down the tracks trying to find an opening. No such luck. Here comes a train. Oh shit. Yeah, there we go. What'd you do with the tree?
Cut it down.
Where'd it go?
Oh, if you do it with the red circle, it deletes it, so you don't have to do anything with it.
Red circle.
Yeah. So if you take your chainsaw out and you go up to a tree, you know how like when it's green, that means that's where you cut it. If you do it so it's red, it just deletes the tree.
Red or orange?
Red. I don't know what orange does, but red you can that'll cut down like just delete the whole tree. Because that's how the stump works.
I've never seen red.
Do you you might have to be logged in as admin for that.
That might be it. Yeah, probably. All right. That's right. I don't need it now.
Yeah, I'm logged in as admin.
Damn, Tony's already on this.
Oh no, that's me.
Oh, no, AI's on it. No, that's right. I can do its thing. I'm just chilling. I'll just return this plow.
Oh, Tony says it only works with super strength on.
I think I have that on. Is it in the
Red Dead's our great game. I've only played Red Dead Redemption 2. I have Red Dead Redemption 1. I have yet to play it.
Oh, I'm not logged in as admin, so I don't. Yeah, okay, got it.
Do you have to be logged in as admin to turn super strength on?
I think so. It wouldn't let me do it.
You shouldn't have to, because I don't think Tony... Until recently, Tony didn't have the password, and he was doing it. That's all. Which I thought he had the password the whole time, because Dumbass was supposed to give it to him, or he said he gave it to him, but I guess he never did.
Isn't it in that fancy menu that you told me about?
Oh no, super strength is
As a main
left
menu
alt.
quest.
No, you don't even have to go into a menu. Just hit left alt.
Wait, I don't use the keyboard.
Uh,
I must not have it for the. Oh shit! Oh my god! All right. Well, that wasn't working because I guess there's no assignment for the controller for that. You used to be able to just like press B, then be able to pick up the object.
well, I mean, maybe if you turn it on and then try B, but yeah, super strength.
No, I think I have it on. Like,
it's toggleable.
I was able to. I must have it on because I used left alt and it worked.
Oh man. My TikTok's been flooded with the girl. I guess she's got a TLC show that has Tourette's.
Oh, Balin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Balin out loud.
I watched what is a woman respond or reading the comments on one of her videos. She's just like, Colin! I've been going randomly going around, Colin! Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no! Yeah, he's like, I'll just sleep in my gaming chair.
Yeah. Oh, hell no!
Hell no!
I come across, like, she was doing something like karate, like doing like karate chops or something, and they're like, "Where'd that one come from?" And she's like, "I don't know, some action movie." And they looked at him and was like, "Don't you gotta be more careful about what you watch?" And he was like, "Yeah, but like I thought maybe like a karate movie was safe." He goes, "You're not a bunch of swearing or anything." He's like, I didn't think she was just start going randomly karate chopping stuff. It was like, that made me stop and think. He's like, I wonder what an Amish person with Tourette's would sound like. Because if they pick up their tics from shit they see, like what
like
just randomly mooing.
Yeah. Doing favors for people, holding the door for someone.
Gotta hold the door, gotta hold the door.
Yeah. I gotta hold the door 3 times.
And then the ones with her sister, or her sister, like, what was it? She said something. She goes, "No, I don't." She's got crabs. "No, I don't." She has a vagina. "Yes, I do." Just calmly.
I just don't understand why like the tics are always just like inappropriate things.
Well, that's the ones that get more popular because, like, she even did a video where she's talking about how like the like swearing, it's only in like 10% of people with Tourette's. Like, I don't know if you notice or not, JT has Tourette's.
Yeah.
The sound he makes all the time, that's part of it. So like it's just like 10%, and then you have to stop and wonder, is like those people who claim to have it, do they really have it, or are they just doing it for
an excuse for them?
Yeah.
Like Cartman in South Park.
Yeah. Like there's some that clearly you could tell like they have no control because they're embarrassed after they say it. But there's some that just like play into, like there's the one Twitch streamer who does it, and it's just you have to stop and think, like, is this a show, or like this is all for show, or is this like how they actually are?
I feel like she doesn't have it because it's like incredibly controlled.
Yeah.
To the point where like she's done like interviews and stuff and like hasn't had like any tics or anything like that, and like talks completely normal. And it like depends on what she's talking about. And it's like, okay, well, really, I'll buy it for a second.
Who was it, Twitch streamer or the whatever her name is?
Not Balin, you know.
Okay.
Twitch.
Yeah.
I think Balin actually does.
Yeah, because you could tell there's certain things that trigger her. Like you could, when she says something, you're like, oh shit, something's coming, and then it happens. You're like, ah, yeah, okay. So that one's believable. But the one that just randomly shouts out just the most obscene shit is like, hey, I don't know about this one.
Highly inappropriate. And it's just like, okay, really? Like, it's oddly specific for it to be like a random tick, you know?
Yeah, that's my way of thinking. I don't know. I feel like an asshole for saying it because, you know, maybe it really is, but it's like, it just seems maybe she does have it, and she's learned to like amp it up, like even maybe she knows the triggers, or maybe it's just she's like, I have it, so I know. Like she's gotten better at perfecting faking it, but some of it just doesn't seem.
I'm in the world of prove me wrong. But that's a tough thing to do.
I just love it. This guy who she's marrying, even he's surprised at times some of the shit she says.
Yeah.
she was like, "This is my outfit," and then his said something here for you or something like that, and she's like, "I'm here for you and that dick." And then she just keeps going on, and he's in the background laughing. Oh, what was the other one? Oh,
I mean,
her.
I feel like at home, I feel like that'd be funny as shit. Like I'd be like, all right, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
That's funny. But like the problem is just in public.
But
I don't know. Like there's an episode where like she goes, like she's traveling for some reason, and it's like her first time going on a plane. And she's sitting there in TSA, and they're just like, whatever you do, you can't say anything about like guns or bombs or anything like that. You can't have that happen. And she's like standing in line. She just starts ticking. She's like, I have a gun. I have a gun. And it's like, oh my God, no. But like that actually happened.
It's gotten to the point that I was like, should I watch the show? Because like
I watched a couple episodes of it, so like it got to the point where like I feel bad for Colin, and I couldn't watch it anymore because he's like genuinely a nice guy, and like he may be like pretty ignorant in terms of like what comes along with like having to take care of everything, but at the same time, like her family, like her parents just treat him like shit. They're just like, oh, you're never going to be able to take care of her the way that we did. And so I ended up feeling bad for him, but I couldn't watch it anymore because he was just like trying his best to like get them to trust him. Because I think in like the second episode, he like Colin like talked to her dad about potentially proposing, and he was essentially just like, no. Or he was sitting there just like flexing, being like, you're gonna have to take care of her, otherwise like I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, like slightly exaggerated, but that was the message that came across.
That's the gist of the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or like if it were up to the dad, it'd be like a hard no. Which I find is kind of hypocritical because like they allow her to like do an entire TV show.
It's all about the Benjamins.
If that would be good or bad for her, but at the same time, they're just like, oh, you don't know what's best for her, and it's like, okay, well, do you?
Yeah, that's why I said I'm ready. Do I watch it? Because I feel like it's a little bit exploitive, especially if someone who clearly has a condition. It's like,
She definitely does. Like,
and some of the ones I've gotten that have showed up, it does like what you said. It doesn't paint her dad in the best of pictures. Like he seemed kind of controlling. Like
very protective.
yeah. So
But put it this way, like it's bad enough that I think they wrapped up season 2 and it's the end of the series. And
damn.
it's not because nobody was watching. I think it's because like there's a lot of stuff that they need to like figure out. That's probably not good for. It's like real conversations, not TV conversations that need to happen. Because I think I saw like during the second season, either like the last episode or second to last episode, like she herself has an episode that's so bad that she's like in the fetal position on the ground, like twitching. And so I'm pretty sure they're just after that. It's just like, yeah, I think we're done here.
Boo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo. There's a man in the box. Bow, 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 bow. Rolled it. Ah, almost had it. Boop. Won't you come round? Dun, 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 dun. Is 9% enough to do this over here? We'll find out. Don't think it's going to be. It might be just enough. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, no, it's not going to be. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, well, we got that little spot there. I thought we had made it. We still have another part of the field to do. feel like we're sliding. Hit this little spot right here, like so. Bloop. Do you think 29% will do? Or, excuse me, 19% will do? We could try. Ow. Oh, man. Yep, it's not enough. Alright. Go from refill at Tony's. So much lime. Yeet. That's all the field's plowed, isn't it? Now we got to pick up rocks and freaking lime everything. Jesus. Never ends. Let's park it there for now. Grr, big yawn. Yeah, it's good. It's getting late. Here I am seeding and just realized I'm planting grass. Well, at least your animals will be fed if you have any of those. Alright. So, looks like 32 is good to go. Where's 32? That's right next to 35. Yeah. Oh man. You can still make money mowing and baling. Yep. Or if you feed cows. Pretty sure it's happened to everybody at least once in farm somewhere. You think you're planting something, come to find out you're planting something completely different.
I'm still here. It was just giving me a hard time.
Huh? What?
I said, I'm still here. It was just giving me a hard time.
Oh. I remember last week you said something about 11 o'clock's when you had to go give your cat medicine or something, so I kind of figured that's what it was.
Yeah, no, we've phased it back over the course of the week, so now we can get it at a decent time.
I'll text my wife. We're pretty sure that the neighbor's new man is her cousin from her scummier side of the family, and he's a sex offender. So, victim between the ages of 1 and 11. So that's not comforting whatsoever. He's been practically living next door for about a week and a half now. So I told my wife if she can 100% confirm that's him, I'm going to office on Tuesday.
Yikes.
Yeah. Not to mention the riffraff that he's brought with him.
That's fair.
You can't make this shit up.
His own riffraff.
No, yeah, he's like, dude's clearly high. He's walking up, knocking. Like, I think he lives on the other side of us. Like, he's just like clearly high, knocking on the door at all hours of the night. He's got random people walking up to the back door, which is exactly what the other one did when he was dealing.
Yep.
So, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it looks the picture on the registry looks like him, but he looks thinner in the face. I don't know how recent of a picture that's on the vendor list is, but the tattoos match. So.
That's all you need to know.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Zach? How you been, sir? It makes you even sicker because she's trying to get her kid back, and meanwhile she's got a sex offender living with her, who his victim was in the age range of that kid she's trying to get back, and it's just like,
right?
You fucking stupid.
Yes.
I've been good, sir. I can't complain. It's like, he's not been living at the address listed. I should probably make a phone call.
Right? Hey, someone's got to keep tabs on that guy.
Give my cousin a call. Just send him everything.
Yeah, there you go.
My cousin's the junior state's attorney for the state. I don't use that one often, but
Yeah, I'd say that'd be an okay use.
yeah. Like these fucking people. Do what you can do.
Get 'em out.
My wife was like, she said something yesterday about it. And she's like, I don't know. He kind of looks like my cousin from my dad's side. And she's like, not, and not like the good side at all. And
Awesome.
she was like, she's like, he didn't have custody of his kids for something. So she got looking into it, and she just texted me. She's like, she goes, now I feel sick to my stomach, and she linked me his the link to his thing on the sex offender list, and I was like, that'll do it. She goes, that makes sense. She said, because I was talking to my aunt before she passed away, and she said that she had custody of all of his kids. It's like, and
Damn.
that's the most sickening part is she's trying to get her kid back, who's right in the age range of his victim.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's trying to help.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, it never ends with these people.
Nope, they're gonna be there for a while.
Maybe I should just print off the page and just put it on everybody's door. Maybe that'll get them pissed off enough to raise some hell. Like,
I like the sound of that.
You see what we've been dealing with?
Pedophiles.
Yeah. You know, I kind of miss just having the guy dealing drugs and beating his wife. Now we got pedophile.
It was a much simpler time.
Yeah. No kid. Speaking of which, this is Ray Rice wished his wife a happy birthday on Facebook, a bunch of pictures of them together. I was so close to comment, but where's the elevator picture?
Right. I'm sure
That's
someone took care of
wild.
that for you.
Most of them were like, congratulations to the happy couple, happy birthday. Stuff like that. It's just like, you do remember he just straight knocked her ass out.
That's true. Yeah.
And then got her to go on TV and apologize for it, which is even crazier.
I'm sure that was part of their settlement.
Which, to be fair, she was bigger than him, and she was smacking on him first.
Whatever. We're both bigger than him.
Yeah. Doesn't condone it, but if you want equality, you put your hands on somebody. They should have the rights to put their hands back on you. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair. Yep.
Yeah. The one clip cracks me up. Was it last night or night before? He walks up the neighbor on the other side walks up to knock on the door, and he sees the cop, and he just books it right back over. It's like, yeah, you know you're up to no good if you see a cop car, you take off running.
Yeah, seriously.
Booga shaka. You know what's bad when you say ice in a McDonald's and half the employees run? Oh shit, we're in the hole. Oh shit. Let's fix that. Trying to make some money here. Feel that my daughter's been keeping me busy. Oh yeah. How's the fatherhood situation going, sir? Alright, so what's selling decently now? I mean, everything's like a month before peak. Sold off the peas that we made. Corn, I want to keep for our teas, and it's low right now. Canola's close. It's only about $100 less per. I mean, technically, we could do that. Not even $100, like $20, 30 bucks, $30. Do some canola. What else? Soybeans. That's kind of low. Peak is almost. Peak is double what it is. So yeah, we'll hold on to that for now. Straw. I can sell the straw. It's not going to give us a ton of money, but something. Wheat is less than $100 off its high point. I mean, we can do that. That should give us a good chunk of money. $69,000. It's about half. We'll go for canola because it's gonna be our money maker. It's going. She is not wanting the sleep stage, but everything I can't have stage. Yep, remember those days. There we go. Oh, where was I taking this to? Canola. Grain sell point. Tag it. Okay. Over there by the shop. Can't believe it should be 2 and 3 months. Yeah. Time flies, dude. I remember holding my kid like when she was a baby, like it was yesterday. I'm gonna show my age. She's 14. I'm telling you, once you get in, like, I don't know if it's just once you get where, like, you have responsibilities and everything, it seems like time flies. Or is it when you become a parent? I don't know. I didn't have much time between the two. time just goes, man. Let's spend some of that money while it's going up. Dude, now you're making me feel old. It's crazy. It really is. It's just like, and the worst part is when you have a kid and you watch them grow, and then you just realize that one day you're like, they're not really a kid anymore. It sucks. It's just like, where'd all that time go? Just in a blink of an eye. Like I said, I come across TikTok. I said this earlier. I come across TikTok. It was like, once you get in your 30s, every 5 years is like a year. It just cruises on by. It's crazy. Wait until you're my age. Yeah, Steve's like in his 80s. Steve's at that age where when he farts, he's in the hospital for a week. I'm at the age where I fart and I throw my back out. Steve's in he farts and if it 1 second longer, he's paralyzed from the waist down. I'm the age if I step wrong, I can't walk right the rest of the day. I'm to the age where like, even sleeping doesn't do anything to, like, remember how when you were just, you just felt beat up and you're like, oh, a good night's rest will make me feel better. Nope. You wake up feeling worse. I'm at that age. I'm at the age where I can go to bed feeling fine and wake up feeling like I got hit by a Mack truck. What was it? That day I cut down the tree. That night I went to bed. I was fine. My shoulder was a little sore, but overall it was fine. I woke up next morning and it felt like I just got run over by a convoy of Mack trucks. It's like, what the frick, dude? How'd I get worse in my sleep? Make that make sense. Oh, it's midnight. Alright, folks. Well, I'm gonna call it here. If you guys did enjoy the stream, do me a huge favor, leave a like down below. It does help me out so very, very much. I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future Farming Sim 25, almost at 17 live streams, be sure to click that subscribe button. If you guys want to be notified whenever I do a live upload video, click that notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.